friends? Welcome to the video. Thank you for clicking on the link or unmuting it, whatever platform you happen to be watching this on. You know, I always appreciate you guys checking out these videos. So today I've got a fun little colleague calibration exercise for you guys today. I want to kind of set this up before I get into it, all right? So this calibration drill that I put together, this is based on the circular energies slashing form that I put together, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. I'll link to it in the description of this video so you guys can go and check that out, because if you haven't learned that form, this calibration drill is based on that form, and I'm not going to reteach the form in this video, but I will link to it. So if you guys haven't learned this slashing form, you can go learn that and then put it together with this calibration drill. Now the reason why I put this together, so I'm combining two basic drills. So it's this slashing drill that I put together with the ranging star footwork, or your ranging angles footwork, okay? The reason for this is because, one, I like to put together my own slashing combos, my own kind of combos and calibration drills. Obviously, that's kind of what my colleague content is. It's my own stuff, me assimilating this art form. But I try to keep it as accurate to the system of martial art that I'm learning. So in this case, it's AVN. Advertatum Naviga. It's the system that Kali Center teaches. All of these slashes, though this slashing combo, this slashing form, is not an official AVN form, all of the slashes are accurate according to the style, right? And when I build this calibration drill, I'm doing the same thing. I'm calibrating it as tactically as I can, even though this form is not technically a tactical form. When you put things like this together with like a calibration exercise, I highly recommend trying to make it as tactically accurate as possible so that you're drilling in things that will actually work. Because the thing is if you're drilling stuff that you can't do tactically in a fight, when you have to move faster than you have the ability to think, that's what drilling does. It allows you to move faster than you can think about the movement. You just go, your body just goes. If you haven't drilled things tactically, properly, you're not going to move properly when you don't have time to think about it. So putting together drills like this, it really is important to try to put it together as tactically, make it as tactically accurate as possible. Like I said, this is not, the slashing form is not a tactical slashing form, but it's good to put it together and try to make it as tactically accurate as possible. And this is something I recommend you guys do with your own system of fighting, even if you don't do Kali, even if it's Kung Fu or Karate or Krav Maga or something else that doesn't start with a K. Whatever it is that you do, this is something that I've done throughout the years. I learn a system of fighting, and then I take it to my dojo, my home dojo, take it to the lab and kind of deconstruct things and reconstruct it. And that's how you build your own art form. That's how you build the art form of your own soul, the way that you move precisely within these arts specifically for you, right? It's you're tailoring the art form around who you are as an individual. So I just wanted to say that before we got into it. That's where my head is at with this drill. Sometimes I think it's important to understand the why you're doing something, not just what you are doing. So I'm gonna stop flapping my lips at you and let's actually get into this. So first, let me show you, I'm just gonna run through the slashing form one time really fast. Once again, it's linked in the description if you don't know this. So the slashing form, this is the circular energies slashing form. So we're gonna do a circular angle 1, a vertical in line with the shoulder, vertical in line with 0 degrees, reverse angle 2, forehand redondo to a number 1 Floretti, if I can speak. then a circular 2, vertical in line with the shoulder, vertical in line with 0, reverse angle 1, backhand redondo to a number 2 Floretti. Then a low line redondo to a number 3 Floretti, circular 3 to a fluid 3, low line redondo, number 4 Floretti, circular 4 to a fluid 2. If you haven't seen that, once again, check out the video. I break it down in great detail in that video so you guys can learn it. But let's go ahead and calibrate this, okay? So I'm not going to show you the feet. I've got the ranging star drawn out on the ground here that I'm using with chalk, okay? Actually, I'll show it to you for those of you that haven't seen it, okay? So one second. Okay, so we've got our ranging star here. So we've got our left 45 and our right 45. Those are our attacking angles. Our left 90 and our right 90, those double as attacking and evasion angles. And then we've got our evasion angles, which is left 135 or universal and right 135 or opposite angle. And the way you draw that out is you just use your sticks down there and you just draw it out with some chalk, or you could even put tape down if you're using carpet or something like that, okay? All right, let's calibrate this. So I'm going to talk you through this, and I'm going to kind of give you my reasoning for the vast majority of these strikes here, why I'm moving in the direction that I am with this particular strike, because like I said, sometimes it helps to understand the why, not just the what. So we're going to step left 45 with this first strike. You're going to see that most of the forehand strikes, I'm going to be moving to the left, and most of the backhand strikes, I'm going to be moving to the right. If I deviate from that, I'm going to explain why, okay? So left 45 with our circular 1, boom. And then we're going to, when we come back, we don't have to actually come back to bladed, just bring your feet together, and then we're going to step left 90 with our vertical that's in line with the shoulder. See how I'm getting my body offline, but my weapon is staying on line, attacking their hand, right? And then I'm coming back. Then I'm going to go back on universal evasion, and in my mind's eye, what I'm seeing is defending against somebody that's bridging on 3 and coming back with their 2. Boom, like that, okay? So I'm here in my number 1 chamber. I'm going to go out on universal, and I'm going to, in my mind's eye, see this vertical that comes down in line with 0 degrees here, taking their angle 3, and then I'm going to come back at them with a reverse angle 2. This would be keeping myself on contact. Tactically speaking, what you're doing is you're using circular energy to control time in this, because you can actually, if you notice, with a circular strike like this, I can, depending on what joint, I'm going to show you this in a second, what joint I use, I can speak to manipulate the weapon, I can speed up the strike. So first I'm going to do this with a shoulder strike. So you'll see this is going to give me a lot of power, but it's not going to be very fast. So shoulder strike. Nice big movements, right? Now I'm going to take it to the elbow. Little bit faster, right? Now I'm going to do it with the wrist. Look at how much faster that was. I barely even had time to go up on universal evasion with that one, right? And so that's kind of the tactic of this one, is going out on universal evasion, taking their angle 3 with my vertical 1, that takes the 3, and then keeping myself on contact as I come back at them with my reverse angle 2, and utilizing circular energy to control time, okay? Now I'm gonna step left 90, excuse me, with my forehand redondo, boom, like that, and coming back. The reason I'm stepping left 90 with the redondo is because of the 3 slashes. You've got diagonals, you've got verticals, and you've got horizontals. Of those 3, your horizontals have the greatest reach. So I don't have to step left 45, boom, to necessarily be able to hit you with a horizontal strike. So I'm going to utilize the 90-degree angles for this, okay? Last strike from the number 1 chamber is our Floretti. So I'm going to step left 45 with this Floretti, but when I do this, let me show you the transition here. So you're going to do your redondo, coming back, and then before I'm stepping, I'm initiating, if I can do it without hitting my garage door, I'm initiating the Floretti and then landing the strike when my foot makes contact with the ground here. Let me try backing this camera up just a little bit for that.
2,000 years later.
It's hard to get a good angle from where I'm at right here. So basically what I'm doing with this one, with the Floretti, is I'm protecting my hand. I'm starting the strike, letting theirs pass, and then hitting them with that second strike of the Floretti. You would need to be careful with that because if they swing 1 to 2, you doing a Floretti and stepping is going to put you on the contradas line. But if they go 1 to 4, boom, you're going to take that all day long, okay? So just to recap, number 1 chamber, left 45 with your circular 1, 90 with the vertical in line with the shoulder, universal evasion with vertical in line with 0 to your reverse angle 2 as you come back, left 90 with the forehand redondo, number 1 Floretti as you step left 45. Number 2 chamber, we're going to step right 45 with our circular 2. Full disclosure, you also can step left 45 with your circular 2 because it keeps you behind your weapon. But for the drill, we're going to step right 45 with our circular 2 because that's valid as well, and I want to work the right side of our diagram here. Then we're going to step right 90 with our vertical in line with the shoulder. Once again, this is getting our body offline, but keeping the weapon online so that we can evade, but still take their hand. Coming back, and then we're going to step out on opposite angle. This would be defending against somebody bridging on 4 and coming in with that 1. So I would be stepping out on opposite angle. Vertical in line with 0 would be taking their number 4. If they were to bridge on 4 and on my 2, we would either clash if I went with a diagonal strike, or they would go a little bit vertical and they would take me. So that I can stay dominant, I'm going to use this vertical in line with 0 so I can take their angle 4. Once again, using that circular energy to control time and coming back at them with a reverse angle 1, keeping myself on contact. Stepping right 90 with my horizontal for the same exact reasons I stepped left 90 with the forehand redondo. Then with our number 2 Floretti, we're actually going to step left 45. So I'm going to do my Floretti and step left 45 with the 2. The reason for that is because this is going to put you generally on the contradas line. If you're using a number 2 Floretti, you're either transitioning to contradas or you're transitioning from contradas to contact, and you never do that as you're moving to the inside, at least not that I've learned, okay? So I've never seen it. You always transition the flow of contact to the outside. So that's what we're doing here. We're doing our number 2 Floretti and stepping to the outside, imagining that we are transitioning the flow of combat. So the number 2 chamber, all of them again, is circular 2, right 45, right 90 with my vertical in line with the shoulder, opposite angle with vertical in line with 0, coming back at them with my reverse angle 1, stepping 90 with my backhand redondo, and then left 45 with my number 2 Floretti, and I should be finishing in the number 3 chamber. this is when it gets a little bit more tricky. So we're gonna step left 90 on this low line redondo coming at the leg. Then we're gonna come back on universal evasion with our number 3 Floretti, coming back up at them with the circular and stepping left 45 with our fluid angle 3. I'll do that again. So I just put it together like this because that makes the most sense when you combine these together, I guess. Okay, so left 90 with our low line redondo, number 3 Floretti to a circular 3 when I come back, stepping left 45 with that angle 3. Number 4 chamber, I'm going to step right 45, attacking forward on this low line redondo. Then when I come back and I do my Floretti, I do not want to go out on opposite angle. Doing a Floretti up opposite angle, on a number 4 Floretti up opposite angle is going to put you in terrible position in combat, okay? For a lot of reasons that I'm not going to get into, don't do that. So we're going to do our number 4 Floretti up universal evasion, come up with a circular 4, and we're going to step left 45 with our fluid 2, because that's going to, once again, put us on the contradas line. So once again, we're going to do this from the number 4 chamber. So it's low line redondo, left 45. Universal evasion with your number 4 Floretti to a circular 4 to the angle to the number 2 chamber as you come back to the center of your diagram. And then I'm going to step left 45, swinging my angle 2, taking the contradas line. I know it's a lot there, but I want to explain all of that so you can actually understand why I put it together the way that I did. I'm going to run through all of it, the whole thing, and talk you through it a couple of times, and then demonstrate it just maybe once or twice or something like that for you guys, okay? So first strike, starting in the number 1 chamber, left 45 with your circular 1, left 90 with the vertical in line with the shoulder, universal with vertical in line with 0, coming back at them with your reverse angle 2, stepping left 90 with your forehand redondo, number 1 Floretti as you step left 45. Number 2 chamber, circular 2 up left 45, vertical in line with the shoulder as you step out on right 90. Sorry, I said left 45, I meant right 45. Then we're going to go up opposite angle with our vertical in line with 0, and then back at our opponent with our reverse angle 1. Stepping right 90 with our backhand redondo, and then number 2 Floretti as we step left 45, finishing in the number 3 chamber. Left 90 with the low line redondo, and then back on universal with your number 3 Floretti, striking. It makes contact with this circular 3 when your left foot makes contact, your right foot makes contact with the ground. Then we're going to step left 45 with the fluid 3. Coming back to the center, stepping right 45 with our low line backhand redondo. Then universal with our number 4 Floretti to circular 4 when we come back, finishing in the number 2 chamber as you step left 45 with your number 2. Let's go through it one more time. I'll talk you through it one more time, and then I'll just demonstrate it. So we've got circular 1 to 45, 90 with vertical in line with the shoulder, universal vertical in line with 0 to reverse angle 2 when you come back, left 90 with the forehand redondo, number 1 Floretti as you step left 45. Right 45 with the circular angle 2, right 90 with vertical in line with the shoulder, opposite angle, vertical in line with 0 to reverse angle 1, backhand redondo as you step 90, number 2 Floretti as you step left 45, finishing in the number 3 chamber. Left 90 as you do your low line redondo, universal with a number 3 Floretti to a circular 3 when you come back, stepping left 45 with a fluid 3. Number 4 chamber, stepping low line redondo, up right 45. Then we're going to step out on universal with a number 4 Floretti, circular 4 as you come back, finishing the 2 chamber, stepping left 45 with your angle 2. It's the whole thing. It's not much, right? I think I counted it. I think there's like 20 strikes or something like that. I know it's kind of a long form, but man, it's fun. All right. Let me just run through this a couple of times for you guys. Maybe get it at a couple of different angles or something like that. We'll see. Okay. Let's just run through it. One other thing, I don't know if I said it when I was doing this. The other thing that you're kind of working on with this is the principle that anytime your feet come together, all of these angles are available to you. It's good to know that with your Kali, that anytime your feet come together, you can step in any of these angles. That's another reason why I kind of mixed up some of the steps. It's not just like same thing on the left as you do on the right. It's not like that. Partly because anytime your feet come together, you've got all of those angles available to you. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. You're awesome. Hopefully this is something that you can use with your own training. For those of you that happen to be in the Long Beach, Washington area, I do teach Kali out here in Long Beach at the Grange on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock or on Saturday mornings at the Long Beach Elementary School at 10 a.m. in the outdoor covered basketball court. We do stay dry, so if we're training outside, it'll be cold, but at least we're not wet, right? It does rain a lot out here in Long Beach, Washington, I'll tell you that. Anyway, you guys, thanks again for watching all the way to the end. If you like the content, like and subscribe to the Martial Fitness channel. I'm going to have a lot more stuff like this coming to you in the future. I guess I'll see you next time. God bless. Deuces.